Welcome to SmartFinanceLab, where we help you make smarter money moves, one video at a time. Today, we're talking about something every financially smart person needs, but many overlook: your emergency fund. It's your safety net when life throws unexpected challenges your way. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why it's essential, how much you should save, and how to build it step by step, even on a tight budget. Let's start with the big question: why do you need an emergency fund? Life happens, sometimes all at once. Your car breaks down, your child gets sick, you lose your job. And when these things happen, the last thing you want is to rely on credit cards or loans. That's where an emergency fund steps in. It's your buffer, your financial shield against stress and debt. Think of it like this: without an emergency fund, every crisis becomes a financial setback. But with one, those same moments become temporary inconveniences, not disasters. In short, your emergency fund buys you time, freedom, and peace of mind. So how much should your emergency fund be? Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses. That means rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance, and any non-negotiable bills. Let's say your monthly living expenses are $1,500. You'd aim for $4,500 to $9,000 in your emergency fund. Now, that might sound like a lot, but don't worry. You don't need to build it overnight. You just need a plan. If your income is unstable or you're self-employed, aim for closer to 6 months. If you have a stable salary and low monthly costs, 3 months might be enough. Step 1. Set a realistic goal. Start by calculating your average monthly expenses. You can do this by reviewing your bank statements for the last 3 months. Add up your essential costs, things you must pay even if income stops. If you spend $1,200 monthly, your mini goal might be to save $600 first, 1 month's rent or essential bills. Once you hit that, move toward $1,200, then $3,600, and so on. The key is momentum. Saving small amounts consistently beats waiting for the perfect time to save big. Step 2. Automate your savings. The easiest way to build an emergency fund is to make it automatic. Set up an automatic transfer from your main account to your savings every payday, even if it's just $20 or $50 per week. That small amount adds up. In a year, saving $50 weekly gives you $2,600 without even thinking about it. You can also use financial apps that round up your purchases. For example, spend $4.60 and it saves 40 cents automatically. Automation removes the temptation to skip saving because it happens before you even notice. Pay your savings first before paying bills or spending. That's how you turn saving into a habit, not a chore. Step 3. Find extra money to save. You might be surprised how much cash is hiding in your everyday habits. Why'd have you checkmark cut back on small luxuries? Streaming services you don't use, daily takeout, impulse online shopping. Why'd have you checkmark review your subscriptions? You might be paying for things you forgot. Why'd have you checkmark try a short, no-spend week? Only buy essentials. Why'd have you checkmark sell in used items, clothes, gadgets, old furniture? And if you're serious about building your fund faster, consider a side hustle: freelance writing, tutoring, delivery gigs, or digital selling. Every extra dollar counts, and every dollar saved brings you one step closer to peace of mind. Now that you're saving, where should you keep your emergency fund? The goal is safety and accessibility. You don't want it tied up in risky investments or locked accounts. The best options are a high-yield savings account, which pays you interest while keeping funds easy to access, or a money market account, offering slightly better returns with low risk. Avoid using checking accounts or investment portfolios. You might be tempted to spend or risk the money. Remember, this money is for emergencies only, not vacations or new gadgets. Treat it like your personal safety cushion, growing your emergency fund over time. Once your first goal is set, challenge yourself to grow it. Start with a $1,000 mini fund. Once that's secured, aim for 1 month's expenses, then 2, then 3. It might take a year, and that's perfectly fine. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you add money, you're buying peace of mind and building a financial cushion most people wish they had. Real-life impact of having an emergency fund. Let's make this real. Imagine your car breaks down tomorrow, $500 repair bill. With an emergency fund, you pay it, move on, and keep living. Without one, that same repair could become credit card debt and interest payments for months. An emergency fund doesn't just save money, it saves your mental health. You sleep better, stress less, and make smarter decisions because you're not panicking. It's not just money in a bank account, it's financial peace. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. 1. Why you need an emergency fund. To protect against life surprises. 2. How much to save. 3 to 6 months of expenses. 3. Step 1. Set realistic goals. 4. Step 2. Automate your savings. 5. Step 3. Find extra cash. 6. Where to keep it. In a high-yield savings account. Remember, every dollar you save today brings you closer to financial confidence tomorrow. Don't wait for a crisis to realize its importance. Start now. So, what's your savings goal this month? Comment below, and let's inspire each other to start strong. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to join the Smart Finance Lab community. And don't miss our next video, Top Freelance Side Hustles You Can Start Today, where we show you simple ways to earn extra money for your emergency fund.